already from the Chicago Marathon. And if you're looking for ways to kick your training into high gear, well, guess what? We've got you some help. Executive Chef LaForce Baker, the founder of Moonmeals, joins us with fuel-packed vegan ideas to get you in tip-top form. Thanks for coming in. So you're a runner yourself.
I am, Suzanne.
What's the concept behind Moonmeals?
Yeah, so essentially with Moonmeals, we just want to make it easier for people to get healthy, quick options on the go. All of our options are plant-based or vegan, so we make our own vegan meats, cheeses, and sauces. That means no meat, eggs, or dairy, but a ton of protein is in it, a ton of flavor, and it's affordable.
How do you persuade people to try a vegan diet? Some people are saying, you know, oh my gosh, I can't eat fruits and vegetables all the time. I need my meat. Exactly. What do you say to them?
Well, so for me, as a former meat eater, I completely understand where people are coming from with that. So, you know, all of our options, like the vegan chorizo in there, is very, very meaty. It's very, very tasty. Also, we want to make it accessible to people and make it available where people are already shopping. So we have them at Jewel-Osco. So, you know, people, they love the product, vegans or meat eaters alike, and it's good for them, and nutritionists reviewed. So, you know, we gave people a real option that, you know, they want to incorporate into their diet.
Tell me, when it comes to vegetables, what are the main protein sources that you put into vegan dishes then? How do you get the protein from the vegetables? Which ones do you choose? Yeah,
no, that's a great question. So, you know, one thing that is great to use, we use, you know, you can do tofu if you don't have an allergy to soy. You can do a seitan. That's made from the protein organic wheat. We actually make our own proprietary seitan that goes in the Fiesta Wrap. And then you could do tempeh. And tempeh has kind of like a texture like chicken. So if you ever had a vegan chicken, that's most likely what it was made from. If you want to use something that probably your grandmother knows about, you can always use beans or lentils. So some of the options that I brought here today, I'll talk about how you can use beans to get protein.
What are your food tips for people who are wanting to take part in the marathon?
So, you know, one thing that's really important, you want to make sure that your food is fuel. You know, with that being said, you know, one of the things that I do is the night before, I'm carbo loading. You know, I brought a few different items a day. You know, I'm eating, you know, bread and, you know, things like that. Things that are not refined, though. So you don't want to use white bread. You use like wheat bread, multigrain bread. And those are things that will really help kind of pad your stomach for the night before the marathon. You really don't want to eat that the day of the marathon or you'll feel bloated and really heavy.
So tell us about some of the foods you brought here with that in mind.
Yeah, so we'll start with, obviously, we have the Fiesta Wrap. Like I said, you know, we have those at Jewel-Osco. Those are easy to pick up. That's a quick and healthy burrito. It's on the go, 22 grams of protein. Wow. So that's great to eat before and especially after the marathon. That protein is going to help you rebuild that muscle.
How many grams of carbs?
Carbs is not too bad, about 6.
Wow, that is really low.
Not too bad, yeah.
That is a great choice.
Yeah.
And then you've got, again, fruits and a smoothie.
Yes, smoothie, I love doing that. If you can do a little bit of a smoothie the morning of. I don't recommend doing more than a cup because otherwise you're going to probably have to go to the bathroom.
You won't feel good.
Yeah.
Not going to work.
Really all natural smoothie, really simple. We got some blueberries, banana. I actually put a little bit of tofu in this smoothie. So this is our silky berry tofu smoothie.
So it's going to taste richer, right? More creamy?
More creamy, and you get a little bit more protein in there.
Nice.
And the recipe is on our website, moonmeals.com.
Fantastic. And then tell us about the last 2 items here. We've got about 45 seconds left.
Yep, so the last 2 items, we have some avocado toast here. Really great fats, great for you, and it's going to really fill you up. And then from there, we have pasta. I talked about pasta, so you know you can always incorporate a great pasta. This has a vegan meat in there, or kind of like a vegan ground beef. And then from here, this has beans in it. So again, I talked about how you can incorporate beans. This is kind of like a minestrone soup.
Very nice. Last few seconds, we've got tips for runners. What would you say?
Yeah, one thing, you want to make sure that you stretch. You know, running is important, but you want to make sure that you stretch. If you have a hard time doing that, I recommend get involved in a yoga class at your local gym. That's a great thing to do. Outside of that, running shoes is the most important item you can wear. You can go cheap on the clothes, but your shoes, you really want to go and get fitted by a professional at a running store so that you can make sure that you don't get injured during the marathon.
Chef LaForce Baker, thank you so much for coming in and giving us those great tips.
Yeah.
And we're going to also have all of Chef's marathon tips and information on Moonmeals.